Michaela Vernava for Nesson Fuel. I am joined via Skype by Ricky Stenhouse Jr., driver of the number 17 Roush Fenway Ford, and he is getting ready for a big week in Daytona. Ricky, how's it going?
It's going great. We're here. I've been here for a week now. I came down a little early. Went to the dirt races here, but came down. Our cars are fast. Our Fast and All Ford's been fast in practice, and we qualified 13th. We start 7th in our dual race, which is on Thursday, which is tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. So we're ready to go. We're happy with the car that we have, and looking forward to get the year kicked off. And we do it at our biggest race, and we're ready to go.
Well, of course, heading into this new season, big news for your entire team, the departure of Greg Biffle. Having now just 2 cars in Cup, how does that affect you?
Well, I feel like now that I'm the veteran of the team, I got to take a more leadership role and making sure that our cars are prepared right, make sure that we're working on the right things when we get back to the shop, giving the teams the right feedback. I think it can be a positive for us with only 2 cars, being able to implement new changes and things like that to 2 cars versus 3. But then again, I think it'll be a bummer on the weekend not having Greg to bounce ideas off of, talk about his car, his setup, what it's doing different than mine. I think that's where the struggle comes in, and if there is a downside, it would be that.
How has that changed when you say that you need to take on more of a leadership role? In what ways are you asserting your leadership on the team?
Yeah, I got to go to the shop more often, be in meetings, voice my opinion more. Greg always voiced his opinion a lot when it came to the way the cars were driving, what he thought we needed to work on. And so I've never been the veteran guy at the shop. But I think Trevor and myself both know that we got to make sure we're giving them the right feedback to work on. So we've had great conversations this offseason together about what we want to work on, what we want to get our cars to do. And then, just spending a lot of time in the shop this offseason with, the different managers that we've moved around of different departments, being in all our meetings, voicing our opinion and concerns on, the issues that they're being talked about in all of our meetings that we've had. So it's been a pretty productive off season as far as that goes. Just got to make sure that we keep that up.
How do you like these changes and these new responsibilities? Do you like taking on more of a leadership role, or does it come with some added pressure?
There's definitely more work, but I'm looking forward to it. I think it's something that I think I can really help and benefit our team, especially since you're going to be complaining about the things that you want your car to do better. And I think Trevor and I drive similar, so I think that those changes will benefit being able to talk about what our cars are doing. Greg, we drove a little bit different, so I think his car did some things that mine didn't do. And that's just driving style and just the way it goes. But I'm looking forward to it. I think looking back at all the experience that I do have, I'm ready for it.
Now, as far as some of the rule changes go heading into this season, how do you feel about there being points on the line now for different stages of the race?
Yeah, I think, like I tell people, my objective and job doesn't change as a race car driver. I got to go out and go as fast as I can and, limit my mistakes and make sure that we're getting to the end of the races. But, it could change up, what my crew chief, Brian Patty, does, our strategy for the races, when the cautions come out, when we pit, when we don't pit. And, I think that's the biggest thing, that's going to change as far as for me. I'm going to go out and drive the car as hard as I can every lap.
And then as far as not being able to return to the race after a car has suffered significant damage, does that change your driving strategy at all?
Well, it definitely makes you more aware of, where you're at on the racetrack. If you get into the fence, you're not going to be able to, bring out body panels and put them on your car and, So you definitely got to think proactive on that and make sure that you don't put yourself in a bad situation. But on the other hand, if you do get in a pretty bad crash, you don't want to go out after the guys have fixed it and ride around either. So, I think it benefits us on both sides.
Do you think that this rule change will eventually, or even right away, change the sport and the way races play out?
The body panels, going to the garage and not being able to come back out, I don't think that'll play a role in the races. I do think the segments and the different, segments in the race and people trying to earn points throughout those segments. If you score points in every segment of the Daytona 500, you're going to have a head start on the guys that don't. So I do think that people are going to be pretty aggressive throughout the year.
Now, you said you've done a lot of hard work over this off season, but have you done anything just for yourself? I was checking out your Instagram account, and it looks like you were having some fun on some dirt bikes.
Yeah, I like to ride dirt bikes. I like to, it snowed actually in North Carolina quite a bit one week, and so we had some fun in the snow. But our off season's filled up of Christmas time and going home and seeing family. I did go dirt racing for a full week in January, and then I came down here early, for that as well. So we tested Phoenix, played some golf while we were out in Phoenix, but really other than that, I haven't taken a vacation, just been at the shop a lot.
Well, the dirt bike excursions looks, from what I've seen on your Instagram account, looks pretty exciting. Also kind of looks dangerous. How does your crew chief feel about you going out there? Are they holding their breath? Do they know you're out there?
They don't mind if I'm out riding. It's something I've done since I was 4 years old, riding dirt bikes. And us drivers, there's things that we grew up doing, and there's things that we just have fun with. And riding dirt bikes is one of them. But I don't do it a whole lot. I try to keep it not normal. I try not to ride as much during the season, but try to keep it to the off season.
Well, certainly looks like a lot of fun, and I'm guessing you're going to be trying to have a lot of fun on the track in Daytona. What's your strategy and your expectations going into this first race of the season?
Our expectations are pretty high. I feel like our fast and all cars are really good here at Daytona. They've had some speed in qualifying, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow night. But come Sunday, I feel we know what we need in our race car to be fast. And I feel like, we are ready to go. So we're going to be aggressive, try to, earn points. I'd like to get my first win here at Daytona.
All right, Ricky. Well, best of luck to you. Thanks so much for talking with us.
Thank you.